guys, this is Nathan, I'm a reviewer guy here, doing another album review. I'm going to be reviewing this guy right here, the new album from Coheed and Cambria entitled The Color Before the Sun. Now, Coheed and Cambria, they're on their 7th album now. Every album up to this point has been a concept album, and this is not a concept album. This is their first album that is not. And they said that there was really no point in doing all this fancy schmancy stuff if they can't put out a regular album. So they're showing that they can do that. And I have to give the band massive props for that because, yeah, it takes a lot to make a special concept album based off of a story, of course, but if you're so used to doing that, and here you are trying to make something completely different, which will be normal for most bands, but for Coheed and Cambria, they don't do this kind of stuff very often. This is their first album out of 7 that is not a concept album, so that's very intriguing. Very intriguing indeed, but did they pull it off is the question. Yes, they did. They did indeed, and I'll tell you why. Regardless of the fact that there's no underlying story in this album, the music is still fantastic. And that's really the main reason that I enjoy Coheed and Cambria is because of their musical talents. Sure, their concepts are pretty cool as well, but overall, I do enjoy their music. And this album shows that regardless of whether or not they have a story behind the music can still be good. It can still be enjoyable. Their lead single off the album, You Got Spirit Kid, my goodness, I can't tell you how many times I've listened to that. It's a very fun, uplifting song. I love the part of the song where it's like, because nobody gives a fuck who you are. It's just, I like it. I enjoy it a lot. I sing it from time to time, and my friends get very confused. But it's enjoyable. I really do love that song, and I don't care if there's not a story behind it. It's good music, and there are plenty of other good songs in the album too. The opening track, Island, is great. Eraser, another good one. Colors, I like the vibe that Colors gives off. It's a bit gloomy, but it still has that enjoyable factor to it. It's a bit slow, but it has a nice vibe to it. Here to Mars, another single off the album, I believe. Uh, Another great vibe. Ghost, man. Not, I mean, it's not what you'd expect from Coheed and Cambria. And to be honest, I think it's the deepest I've ever heard Claudio's voice. But yeah, he has like a whispery tone throughout the whole song of Ghost, and it's pretty damn good. It has a different vibe to it than you would expect from Coheed and Cambria, but then again, Coheed and Cambria, their music can be all over the place. They have no like boundaries. They'll do whatever the hell they want, and it's another thing I like about the band. Atlas has a nice tempo and tone to it. Young Love, one of the weaker songs in the album. I already talked about You Got Spirit Kid, The Audience, and Peace to the Mountain. They're both the longest songs on the album. And yeah, they're pretty good closing tracks. They have slight progressive elements, which are a bit absent on the majority of the album, but they are quite present in these last 2 tracks, which adds for a bit more of a traditional Coheed and Cambria listening experience, but at the same time it offers that new direction, if you want to call it that they were trying to go with, at least for this album. There's no telling what they're going to do for their next album, if they're going to go for another concept album, or if they're going to try something like this. I'd be okay with either one. But yeah, there's another thing about this album is there's great flow. Like, one track goes into another one extremely well, and you just get lost in the music. It's a great listening experience overall, this album is. Favorites include Island, Eraser, Colors, Here to Mars, Ghost, and You Got Spirit Kid. Really, the only least favorite on the album I have is Young Love. But overall, the album gets a 9 out of 10. Coheed and Cambria did a damn good job with this album. What did you guys think of the album? Let me know. My social media stuff's on there. You can like, comment, subscribe, of course, and check me out on that social media stuff. And see y'all next time. That I'm Reviewer Guy, signing off.